Hello, I would like to introduce you to Corpal, a non-profitable organization, a charity that helps and supports individuals that have a genesis or absence of their corpus callosum. This is the middle part of a brain that connects right and left hemispheres. It affects 1 in 3,000 people. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aspa, and I'm Corpal's chairperson. I'm also a healthcare professional, and I too have a son who's now 2.5 years old and also has complete agenesis of his corpus callosum. He is thriving and achieving all milestones. The diagnosis came about when I was 31 weeks pregnant. Those days were dark and terrifying. And this is the drive we all have within the charity to change the world of ACC. Our charity is expanding and embarking on new community projects. We now have a dedicated Aicardi syndrome contact, as well as an adult ACC contact, Karen and Rachel, whom you will meet further along this video. Our team is you. Help us achieve all our tasks. Please do like this video, and please do visit our page. Get in touch. The International Awareness Day for Agenesis of Corpus Callosum is the 2nd of July. Leading up to that day and beyond that day, we want to build a sturdy network for all those involved and all those affected by agenesis of the corpus callosum. Please help us along.
Hi, my name is Karen Wiley. I'm a trustee for Corpal and the Aicardi syndrome contact. Aicardi syndrome is an incredibly rare condition that occurs almost exclusively in girls. It involves a disorder of the corpus callosum, eye abnormalities and epilepsy. I got involved with Corpal after my daughter Runa, who's here, was diagnosed at 17 weeks of Aicardi syndrome. It's my hope to support new families facing diagnosis and help to build a network of existing families. Runa's, even though she was diagnosed at 17 weeks, she is now 2 years old and she's thriving. She faces significant developmental delays, needs regular intervention from physiotherapy and early outreach teams, but I'm sure you will all agree she is very cute and cuddly.
Hello, my name is Rachel and I have been a trustee for Corpal since 2019. I am the Scotland and adult ACC contact. I was diagnosed with agenesis of the corpus callosum when I was a few days old. I have no other conditions and there was no reason found for why I am missing the corpus callosum, so my ACC is isolated. I reached milestones at the average age. When I was 8, I was told about ACC as it had started to become obvious that my social skills and maturity level were behind my peers. Although I found it hard to fit in at high school and was bullied, I passed my exams and went to college for 3 years. Socialising and remembering things like instructions has always been difficult, but I enjoy dancing and ice skating and volunteering for a local charity shop and heritage centre.
Hello, my name is Joanne and I'm a trustee for the charity Corpal. My time with Corpal has been an interesting and varied one. 14 years ago, I was pregnant with my first child, a girl, and we received a very shock diagnosis of the agenesis of corpus callosum, or ACC for short. Like all other parents, when you're faced with something so life-changing like this, you turn to the internet to look for information, but what we found was not all correct, and most of it didn't tell me anything about the possible outcomes for our daughter. It was a very difficult time in our lives. Thankfully, I came across a web link for Corpal, which supports families of children with ACC and Aicardi syndrome. Once I joined Corpal, I quickly became aware of how wide-ranging ACC can be from child to child. I particularly enjoyed the family meetups, where we could discuss with other families and for my child to get to know other members as well. These meetups also had key speakers and medical practitioners in the field, and their advice and experience of the condition has been invaluable. Over this time, I have made lifelong friends through the charity. We are very glad to have connected with them, and being members has really enhanced our lives.
Hi, this is Alex. He was born in August 2018. He was diagnosed with ACC at the 20-week scan and confirmed using an MRI in utero shortly afterwards. Our experience of our local hospital was nothing short of frightening. Had we listened to and acted upon the advice given by our local antenatal staff and consultants, we would not be taking part in this video. Thankfully, once we were referred to our local fetal medicine specialist centre, our pregnancy experience improved dramatically. Through Google, we found Corpal and attended a family day where we met other families and professionals, and we learned lots. Conditions during our pregnancy meant that we took the opportunity to analyse some amniotic fluid and our own blood samples. At this point, the genetic condition trisomy 8 mosaicism was diagnosed. The condition meant that Alex's ACC wasn't isolated, but would be accompanied by some other conditions. He was born with Pierre-Robin sequence, a condition which causes a small pushed back jaw and tongue. This hadn't been diagnosed antenatally, and was a bit of a shock to the staff in the delivery room, who also diagnosed the accompanying cleft palate. This is why in the pictures he has a tube through his nose for feeding, because he had no suction capability at the time. He also has hypotonia. This is low muscle tone, not to be confused with low muscle strength. He could quite easily kick a door closed, but sometimes he has trouble activating his muscles to do it. Because of a few muscle issues in his legs, he doesn't currently walk or stand reliably, although these issues are hopefully going to be fixed shortly. At the time of this video, Alex is nearly 2. He's cognitively very switched on. He knows how to work the TV remote and how to operate his feeding pump and reset it as well. He also loves heading for the fridge in the kitchen, where he lies down on the floor waiting for somebody to open it, and then has a look and see what he fancies inside. He hasn't got a clue, but it's fun. He loves giving smiles and hugs, and loves to wave at friendly people, and loves pointing at animals, sheep, deer, cows, horses, and all that kind of thing. So, like I say, he's pretty switched on. I hope that helps you. Gonna say bye? Good boy. Bye.
We hope listening to our video gives you a little more explanation on ACC and Aicardi syndrome. Corpal is a not-for-profit charity, and we are here to support you. We are not medically trained, but we can point you in the right direction for further information, share experiences, and always a chat. Please always seek professional medical advice if you're at all concerned about yourself or child. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. 2nd of July is International Awareness Day for ACC, so please spread the word. Please take a look at our website, www.corpal.org.uk, or if you'd like to get in touch, please email us at info@corpal.org.uk. Thank you for listening.